There's a phrase we almost use by rote whenever something happens. We always go, "Wow, I'm not condoning violence," or I don't condone violence, but we do, and we do it all the time. In this very city, a man holds a man by his neck for 15 minutes. He dies on a train. His trial was over the weekend. He was found innocent. Everybody of manslaughter and second-degree murder. Everybody cheered. Another man is slain in the streets. A CEO of a healthcare company. Everybody cheers. So let's not saying we don't condone violence. It may be improper for us to do it, but we do it a lot. The man who shot the CEO was caught in Pennsylvania yesterday, I believe. It's interesting because it was a lot of his reasons were basically what we imagine they would be, is that he was in some level of pain and was denied care. I don't think violence is the way. I don't think that you should but to portray this CEO like he was an angel out here, well, he had a family, and so did the people that he denied claims to. He was a good man, and a lot of the people that he denied claims to were good people too. This CEO came on in 2021 or 2022, and he was responsible for an algorithm that denied claims to the vast majority of claims sent in. That enriching that company. He was responsible for it. They went from $10 billion to around $16 billion in his tenure. It was primarily because he wrote an algorithm, or I don't know if he wrote it, but there was an algorithm in his tenure that spiked profits because it denied claims. It denied claims to people, claims that were realistic. So this good man is responsible for a lot of people's deaths and a lot of people's pain. And he profited off of it. And it is not illegal, but it's most certainly immoral. This man caused a lot of death and pain for profit. And that's the way it goes. This very company that he ran, they would be behind on payments to doctors. Those doctors had declared bankruptcy. They bought them. They own pharmacy. They own Medicare and Medicaid. They were cornering the market. This is what they do. And for profit, they decided to not pay realistic claims. Because the funny thing about insurance, you pay them and they act as if you're doing something wrong when you call to get the service you paid for. It is easier to get closure from an ex than a claim fulfilled from a healthcare insurance company. And they do it for profit. This is the setup. It's not illegal, but it's most certainly immoral. And it's still no justification for what happened. But I can understand why people cheer. I guess karma is a pre-existing condition. You don't have to wish death on somebody, but you so blindly turned your eye and made a profit off of it. So their chances are live by the sword, die by the sword. Sometimes it's a pen, sometimes it's a pistol. You don't have to rejoice in somebody else's death. Obviously, I'm not doing that. But what I am saying is this, that this man advertently caused a lot of death and pain for profit. And he was rewarded for it handsomely. He was rewarded with profits and stock options and prestige and a lot of money. And that is our healthcare system. Every aspect of it, from the pharmacies to the doctors who they didn't pay and then took over their office, to Medicare and to Medicaid, everything they were doing was to enrich themselves, to an algorithm to deny people in pain and suffering. How many people are dead right now because people like that decided that they would delay their claims? How many people are in pain right now or permanently disfigured because of men like that? It's an interesting, and to have it not be illegal is immoral to me. But that is called business. You know, a man robs somebody on the street, that is called bank robbery. You do it with a pen and in a boardroom, it's business. It's interesting. That is the way our business, that is our health is not in the hands of men and women who went to medical school, the finest medical schools on the face of the earth, who trained in hospitals for a decade and a half. Our lives are in the hands of men who took a 2-hour course